We got a new Ori game. We got new releases coming to theaters and home at the same time. And we got new next generation console info. That's coming up right now. WHHW. Stay there.
Loading snacks.
What it do, snackers and snack guests? It's your boy Gage. This is what happened was WHHW. Last week's news is over there somewhere. We'll catch up. We got a lot to talk about. We have a lot to talk about. Hook me up.
Number one!
Alright, let's start with this. Ori and the Will of the Wisps. With the hard two S's. Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Now, have you played it?
I haven't played it.
Did you download it?
I did download it.
Sir?
Nope.
2 fails?
Yes.
You didn't download it and you didn't play it?
Yes.
You just watched me play it?
Yes.
Beautiful, isn't it?
It's very beautiful.
That didn't make you go download
Not
it
at all.
because you're afraid to play it. It's not your thing. You don't do the jumping and the hopping and the,
Yeah, it's not
and the
right,
dipping
not
and the diving. That's not your thing.
Not really, no.
That thing smoking out. Good God.
Oh, it is.
Let me tell you something about Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Moon Studios, I'm not gonna say they've outdone themselves, but they certainly stepped it up. The first Ori and the Blind Forest, phenomenal game. This is a team that works like a lot of us are stuck doing now, remotely, with each other, to put this game together. This is a beautiful game, not just graphically, but animation. And let me tell you something about the music in this game. It works really well. It's a solid tale that gets a bit sad. Just play through it. Chase sequences, phenomenal. Platforming, phenomenal. Combat, I mean, satisfying, not phenomenal. Satisfying, right? Good, that's cool, right? Yeah? Okay, so listen. Why haven't you done this yet? 'Cause you've been playing Yakuza. Got it. Let me tell you something. Game Pass. Good Lord, if you have Game Pass, download this game. Play like the first 30 minutes. It opens with like a 10-minute cutscene, so, you know, cutscenes is
The best part of the game.
Oh yeah, I know. So even though it starts that way, man, it's just Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Game Pass it, and if you don't have Game Pass, do it anyway. That's where I'm at. Hook me up.
Number 2.
Okay, so check this out. There's a lot happening now, seriously, currently, and amidst all of what's happening with COVID-19, things getting shut down, social distancing, and so forth, NBC Universal has been the first company to jump and make strides like this, but they have announced that they are going to make their new release movies available day and date for digital streaming. So for those of you who are hunkered down or on a 2-week, I got to keep myself away from folks kind of thing going on. There's a lot that's happening across social media, YouTube, IGTV. I mean, people streaming dance lessons, museums making themselves open and streaming so you can go and do virtual tours of museums. Like, there's a lot of stuff that's happening like that. So
Ma is doing her yoga stuff online now. Whatever.
Who is?
Ma, on my father's side.
Right. Like all that stuff. Yeah, it's a thing. You're just to keep people from going stir crazy, but having them stay in the house, because that's kind of what the important thing is. You know, this is kind of a first step, and this is not a brand new thing. Like, we've talked about this in principle for years now, as far as having movies come out day and date with digital releases, right? And we kind of saw it with The Irishman. We've discussed this before. So movies even like The Invisible Man, which technically is currently still in theaters and has already released, but as of March 20th, available for you to just stream it, right? Let's just get on and knock it out. So I think that there are some things that are going to happen to the landscape of the way that we consume content from a pop culture standpoint that are probably going to stay that way. I mean, this is not supposed to be a permanent thing, but if it's working,
It may be.
and if the theaters still do okay when they release there, if they do both, this could be a thing. So we'll keep our eyes on it. You guys let me know who else you want to see follow suit, or if it even matters to you, in the comments below. I'd appreciate that. Hook me up.
Number 3.
Okay, so listen. GDC got canceled.
Yeah.
But we knew that the game developers needed to conference in some way, shape, and or form. And they have in the way we thought they would. YouTube, streaming, so forth. So, Microsoft Xbox comes out, boom, drops all the information. All these teraflops, all this speed, showing videos of here's how fast this joint loads versus the old joint. Like this just, bam, here it is, boom, 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 boom. PlayStation comes out, like, yep, we're gonna show y'all all our stuff. Snoozeville. Go to sleep. Mark Cerny will put you to sleep like a wrestler with a solid hold on you, boy. You hear me?
That can choke you.
Listen, so the point is that we were able to get much more definitive information about the specs for the upcoming Xbox Series X as well as the PlayStation 5. They are not exactly on par, but they are both very close in terms of power and speed and graphical capabilities. There are going to be some differences that I think will be a big deal that we will discuss on cutscenes, which, you know, we're doing that live now. So you'll get a chance to see that, but also there'll be the video to catch up on. So we'll dig into that a little bit more. I think we're going to have some things going on with memory and hard drives and that kind of stuff we'll need to discuss. We will also be discussing what we think price point might actually end up being, because definitely going to be a thing. Most definitely going to be a thing. However, on that note, does look like the Xbox Series X is edging out the PlayStation in terms of raw power. How that gets used and what you can do with it, that still remains to be seen. How developers actually use it when they jump on one bandwagon or the other, and or both. But what I will say is that right now, Xbox has the better mindshare. Like, they just, the way that they dropped their information and presented the information, even though, yes, this is something where they should normally just be talking to developers, because they had to put it out for everybody, I feel like Microsoft did a much better job of making it consumable for everyone who was watching. And so that kind of puts a check in their corner. Though I think now Sony will probably follow up a little more heavily, probably more games. Like, they'll probably be coming with that, but that remains to be seen. Anyway, let me know what you thought. Drop it in the comments below. I want to thank all our Patreon supporters, and anybody who isn't a Patreon supporter who's watching, I want to thank you too. Please remember that you can shoot over patreon.com/loading snacks, and you can support us there. It helps us keep doing stuff like this, which in a time like this where we might need to get together or find other ways to do this for you still, could be very useful. We appreciate you. With that, I'm out. Toodles and loos. I'm gonna go this way. What it do, snackers and snackettes? Did you like what you just saw? Would you like to help us grow? Here's what you can do. Shoot over to patreon.com/loading snacks, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on your favorite platform of choice. Appreciate you.